Yo, what's good? Freedom marchers, freedom family, freedom lovers, freedom fighters. It's your boy Tyrus Bain, aka the definition. Oh man, my kids back there laughing at me. You know, I used to do these live streams all the time 4 or 5 years ago, and they'd be all up in the vehicle, not laughing at me. Now I can't even take my oldest children on a drive and do a live stream without them laughing. What's up with that? I got two teenagers in the back, teenagers, yeah. Listen, y'all let me do my thing, man. Dang, man. I can't even do my live streams without my children laughing at me, man. Anyway, y'all. I just wanted to come on here and talk about this Eddie Hearn situation, man, because let me tell y'all, man, Eddie Hearn is something else. Eddie Hearn is something else, and he's proven himself to be a piece of shit. He is a piece of shit. I mean, look at what he's doing with Jerome Boots Ennis' career. Look at what he's doing with Shakur's career. It's just one debacle after another. Every fighter outside of AJ, right, Anthony Joshua, is just, their careers are just being milked by this dude, man. Eddie Hearn is just using their names to boost himself, to basically have them fighting just horrible fights, just fights that nobody wants to see these people fighting, right? And think about it. I don't know why people want to go to Eddie Hearn. What has he done to prove that he is going to catapult anybody's career? Look at Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua was supposed to fight Deontay Wilder a long, long time ago. And the fight never came to fruition. It was always talked about. Eddie Hearn pulled all these tricks, played all these games, using Deontay Wilder's name, using his gravitas, talking about 50 million this and 50 million that. But guess what? When Deontay Wilder presented the $50 million, what happened? Oh, you ain't got that kind of money. It's all bullshit. So Eddie Hearn has shaped AJ's career in the way that he saw fit. We'll never know how badly Anthony Joshua wanted to fight Deontay Wilder, because Eddie Hearn is a liar and a manipulator. He manipulated Anthony Joshua. Understand that. He used Anthony Joshua's name. He used Anthony Joshua's looks and all these things to milk the shit out of him. Why? Because Eddie Hearn never really wanted Anthony Joshua to fight real competition. Because in his mind, if his guy loses, right, his goose with the golden egg, if his golden egg laying goose loses, well, the goose starts laying silver eggs. He doesn't want silver eggs, he wants golden eggs. But the problem with that is, and this is where a lot of people in professional boxing have lost sight, it's not about never losing a fight. What it's about is fighting the best fights possible, fighting the best opponents possible, getting people excited to actually watch you fight, right? Showing that the sport of boxing is really something that is coveted in terms of, the audience, the people that love to watch boxing. Boxing still makes the most money. It makes more money than MMA. It makes more money than the UFC. The problem is, this idea of losing is so these people are so scared to lose right nowadays. All these big names. You know, Anthony Joshua, well, he already lost a few times. I think he's getting used to it. I think Anthony Joshua is now understanding that it's okay to lose. You can always come back and always dominate, especially if you're young enough. Anthony Joshua lost a few fights. He lost against a cherry pick, right? Andy Ruiz. He came back and boxed the shit out of Andy Ruiz, who was being lazy during training. And he got himself back up there. And then he fought Usyk, lost to him twice. Think about that. Anthony Joshua has 3 significant losses. 3 significant losses against great opponents. Andy Ruiz is a great opponent. He was just slept on, right? Alexander Usyk is a great opponent. He's a great fighter. He is a pound for pound boxer. He came up to heavyweight from cruiserweight and whooped Anthony Joshua's ass twice. But Anthony Joshua continued his career. Anthony Joshua continued to fight and continued to win. And after a confident boosting fight against Robert Helenius, came to beat fucking Kamaru Usman. What am I talking about, Kamaru Usman? Whoever that Kamaru Usman's brethren from Nigeria. I forgot his name. Y'all know who I'm talking about, the heavyweight. Whooped his ass after it was thought that maybe he whooped Tyson Fury's ass. Dropped him. They gave Tyson Fury the decision, but that was a very controversial fight. Anthony Joshua came back and put on a boxing clinic and knocked this dude out. A guy who's never been knocked out before. A guy who took elbows and knees, got his neck wrenched in locks and chokes throughout his entire career. You talking about elbows and knees. The elbow is the hardest bone in the body, the tip of the elbow, right? One of the hardest bones in the body. This guy is taking elbows, knees, hard punches with 4-ounce gloves and all that type of shit. And Anthony Joshua knocked him smooth out. Anthony Joshua knocked this dude smooth out. It made him look like he should never have been in a ring with a professional boxer, let alone a former champion, right? Anthony Joshua mollywopped this dude after losing 3 times. After appearing to be done, right? You know, people counted Anthony Joshua out and he came back. Beat Helenius handedly, right? Knocked him out. Gained his confidence back. Whooped on this dude and could continue on. He'd probably fight, try to get a championship belt again. Probably fight Usyk again. Fight Tyson Fury. Might whoop on those dudes. You never know. But his promoter is Eddie Hearn. And Eddie Hearn, with the knowledge that his prized possession, Anthony Joshua, can still come out on top after losing, sets up his other fighters for failure. Set him up to fight bums and people we don't want to see these people fight. And then say that, because Paro is Eddie Hearn's fighter, right? Liam Parro. And Devin Haney had a great working relationship with Eddie Hearn. They made money together, right? They co-promoted this, that, and the third. But we all know that Devin Haney did not sign his soul over to Eddie Hearn. Well, Eddie Hearn got tired of that. Eddie Hearn is getting tired of being a co-promoter with Devin Haney. He's tired of Devin Haney being in the room with him while he's making these deals with these networks. He wants to own Devin Haney, right? But he said after the loss against Ryan Garcia, and after all this shit came out about how Ryan Garcia cheated and this, that, and the third, said that he wanted to see Devin Haney fight Liam Parro. He thought that would be great. Go to Australia, fight Liam Parro. He thought that would be a great move for Devin Haney, but that was early after the loss against Ryan Garcia. And when Eddie Hearn realized that Devin Haney was not going to sign with Matchroom under Eddie Hearn, well, we see Eddie Hearn turning on Devin Haney. We see Eddie Hearn saying that, oh, Ryan Garcia, yeah, he took those drugs and the drugs made him weak. Oh, he just was trying to make weight. Oh, he just took the drugs to try to make... Like, are you serious right now? We all know that's bullshit. We all know that's bullshit. Ryan Garcia only tried to make weight the day before the weigh-in, right? He only tried to make weight. Oh, not even the day, no. The day after the official, right? So, Ryan Garcia still had 13 pounds to lose the day before the official weigh-in. And Eddie Hearn is trying to tell us and convince us that no. He just was, he was trying to make weight when he took those drugs. Yeah, he was trying to make weight. I think I'm going the wrong way. God dang it. Or am I? No, I'm not. I'm not going the wrong way. He knows damn well, right, that Devin Haney was cheated by Ryan Garcia. But because Devin Haney doesn't want to sign for you, because he called you out for that lowball ass purse bid with his mandatory, goddamn, what's his mandatory name? Shit, the guy that whooped on Teofimo Lopez. What's his name? God dang it, why I keep forgetting these names? I think I'm getting early onset dementia, y'all. But anyway, y'all know who I'm talking about. Eddie Hearn decides to act like Devin Haney cannot make any money. That he's not a draw. That, oh, well, Ryan Garcia, he didn't really cheat to have better performance. He cheated to lose weight. He wasn't 100%. All this bullshit we know is lies. Ryan Garcia did not try to lose any weight. Now, he gave the appearance, right? He wore this little weight vest and, he was sweating a lot, trying to, like, he's trying to make weight. But we know that Ryan Garcia was being very strategic. He did not want to lose all the weight that he needed to lose in order to pass the weight and then fight for that belt. We know that. He only wanted to lose so much weight so that he can still be just above the weight enough not to have the fight called off by the state of New York. Because if he was 5 pounds overweight, there would not have been a fight. At 3 pounds, it was up to Devin Haney. And they knew Devin Haney was not going to not fight because Ryan Garcia was 3 pounds overweight. All the while, this dude is taking performance-enhancing drugs in order to maintain his strength and to maintain his power and endurance while cutting those last few pounds to get just enough below the weight limit before the fight's called off. So we know that Ryan Garcia did these things, but Eddie Hearn will have you believe that Ryan Garcia was just trying to, like he was just trying to cut weight. No, Ryan Garcia was not taking clenbuterol, y'all. He was taking Ostarine. Ostarine is not clenbuterol. Right? Canelo got popped for clenbuterol. That is a weight-cutting agent. That is strictly for cutting weight. It does not give you, more strength and all that other shit. It helps you cut weight. That's what it does. But it's banned. It's a banned substance. So, guess what? You can't use it. If you get popped for it, you're not supposed to be able to, you're supposed to get punished for it. But we know that, we know Eddie Hearn is a piece of shit, and he's only turning on Devin Haney because, can you speed up? Thank you. He's only turning on Devin Haney because Devin Haney won't sign for him. And listen, Liam Paro versus Devin Haney is a huge fight at 140 pounds. It's a huge fight, especially after Liam Paro schooled, what's this guy's name? God damn it. the so-called boogeyman at 140, Matias, Subriel Matias. We know that after Liam Parro schooled Subriel with his excellent boxing ability, right? We know that that would be an excellent matchup for Devin Haney to showcase his boxing ability. Boxer against boxer, right? It would be a hell of a chess match. And yes, everybody would want to see how would Devin Haney fare after such a devastating loss, after taking so much punishment from a drug cheat. So understand that Devin Haney has a lot of haters, right? Devin Haney has a lot of haters that will pay to see Devin Haney lose. Like, imagine all the YouTube commentators, all the YouTube boxing channels, they're going to line up to buy that fight. And guess what? They're going to help promote and sell that fight because Liam Parro is going to be the favorite. He may not be the A side, but he will be the favorite against Devin Haney. The odds are going to be, it's going to be out of this world. It's going to be a huge fight. It's going to be a huge fight. Might be an even bigger fight. Well, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that. I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say it would be a bigger fight than Tank Davis versus Rayo Valenzuela. But it might be. I don't know. It might be. Might not be. I doubt it. But if Tank fought Tio, that would be a bigger fight probably. So imagine. Eddie Hearn is trying to downplay this fight between Liam Parro by saying that Devin Haney wants more than $1 million to fight Liam Parro. He wants more than $1 million. But he does deserve more than $1 million. Devin Haney is still undefeated. His loss was reversed to a no contest, rightfully so. And so Liam Parro and Devin Haney would be a big fight. The only reason it would happen in Australia is because that doubt has been casted on Devin Haney since that loss to Ryan Garcia. That cheated loss, right? But make no mistake, Devin Haney will still be the A side. But he will have to give up some concessions, which he would be more than willing to do. He did it against Ryan Garcia to make that big fight. He'll do it against Liam Parro. The only thing he won't do is take $1 million. You trying to spit in this man's face because he was cheated. And let me help y'all understand. Eddie Hearn set this up perfectly. Eddie Hearn set it up perfectly. Oh, you don't want to sign with me? Oh, we're not doing any more of this co-promotional bullshit. No. What I'm going to do is I'm going to downplay your value in the market. I'm going to downplay your value in the market so that your stock can tank. And then you won't have any choice but to accept this $1 million. So Devin Haney, this is reported, y'all. Reportedly, Devin Haney wanted $4 million. A $4 million guarantee that ain't shit. A $4 million guarantee is not bad at all, right? But Eddie Hearn wants y'all to think that, oh, it's a price out. $4 million? $4 million is a price out? Is that what y'all trying to tell me? Do y'all think that? Do y'all think that $4 million is a price out? I don't think so. $4 million, I think, is a pretty good amount. Because he could actually talk to the WBC and find out if he can get out of champion in recess, as long as maybe he can make something happen to where, all right, if I beat Liam Parro, then I'll fight my mandatory next. Just let me get my belt back. Let me get my WBC belt back, and I'll fight my mandatory Sandor Martin. That's his name, Sandor. I'll fight Sandor Martin after Morton. I don't know what's wrong with my pronunciation today. I'll fight Sandor Martin. As soon as I beat Liam Parro, I will defend both belts. Right? He could sweeten the pot a little bit. But that $4 million is nothing. They're going to make more than that. They're going to make more than enough to cover that guarantee. You talking about Australia. you're talking about a big, huge gate. You're talking about 40,000, 60,000 in the arena. You're talking about filling that shit up. You're talking about the same number as Cambosa's part 1, if not more. You know what I'm saying? That's going to be a huge gate, and you can sell that pay-per-view. You know, you can sell it maybe $39, $40. This is what I think about the pay-per-views, y'all. I think that fighters need to be a little bit more realistic about these pay-per-view numbers, about the pay-per-view prices. I think that if they made the prices of the pay-per-view fights more reasonable, they would sell way more pay-per-views that would amount to making a lot more money than if they had higher pay-per-view prices, right? So if, let's say Tank likes to do $80 pay-per-view cost, right? He likes $80, $79, whatever. If he brought that down to 40, instead of selling 300, 400,000, he might sell 1.2, 1.3 million. He's gonna get way more money that way than if he did higher prices. What's good, y'all? Yes, our kids love to laugh at us. When I was a kid, I would not dare laugh at my parents. They smack fire from my ass. I'm gonna tell you what, it wouldn't even matter. I smell big farts. I'm glad you're going, because I don't want, necessarily want somebody named I smell big farts to participate in my lives anyway. So it's all good. You don't have to announce leaving though. You can just go. I don't understand that. Why do you have to announce that? I mean, I understand you do what you want, but why is that? Why do you feel compelled to let me know that you're leaving? I don't understand. Yes, 22 Ronin Ngannou. Francis Ngannou. So, that's just my 2 cents. I think that Eddie Hearn is a piece of shit. And I really think we need to stop dealing with these promoters in the way we do. I think promoters only need to come through when they need to promote a fight. I don't think they should be involved in any goddamn negotiations or anything like that. Just promote the fight if we want you to. You can promote the fight for both sides. The whole idea of promoting is to help sell the fight, to help bring asses to the seats, to help sell pay-per-views. But Eddie Hearn is doing the opposite. He's pulling too many antics and causing people's careers to just tank in the toilet, right? What has he done for Shakur Stevenson? What has he done for Jerron Boots Ennis, right? Who is Jerron fighting? Who's Boots gonna fight? You're supposed to have all these fights lined up for Jerron Boots Ennis. You fuck up the fight with Brian Norman, right? Then you're talking about some guy in Europe like that, like no one wants to see. The Brian Norman Jr. fight for Boots Ennis would have been a much better fight. It would have been bigger financially. And that $2 million that Brian Norman wanted, that would not have been any problem to cover. See, Eddie Hearn does not necessarily want. Eddie Hearn is not being cheap. He doesn't really believe that Devin Haney is trying to price himself out. He's just telling y'all that because he does not want to help Devin Haney do anything. He doesn't want to help Devin Haney in any way unless he signs for him. And guess what? If Devin Haney signs to Eddie Hearn, that would be a mistake. Because Eddie Hearn is going to really tank his career. Think about that. Eddie Hearn is not good for any fighter. So I think it's better. Because, these promoters are acting like managers and lawyers, right? But the fighters already have to pay managers and lawyers. You should already have a manager. You should have a manager, someone that you can trust that has your best interests at heart. And when it comes time to fight for you, they don't have any conflict of interest that will go against your best interest. So you should have a manager and lawyers that are 100% on your side, that are not going to tank your goddamn value. And then when it comes time to promoting the fight, you guys agree to make a fight. You come to an agreement with another opponent. Boom, bada bing. Then you get the promoter involved. And their job should be to promote the fight. Promote the fight. You know what I'm saying? And then the fighters promote themselves. Save your goddamn money. You know what I'm saying? Make sure that you know exactly what is on the table financially. And cut these fucking middlemen out. Cut these goddamn promoters out. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you have to know that promoter has your best interest. You have to know that. Otherwise, I would say just stick with the managers. You know your manager is on your side. You know your managers should be reporting to you exactly what's on the table from these networks. But what the promoters do, listen, $4 million, if that's what Devin Haney really wanted, is not a price out. $4 million, Liam Parro maybe at $2 million or $3 million, whatever. $7 million, they're going to make more than that. They're going to get that back, plus some. No. Eddie Hearn just wants to screw Devin. That's all he wants to do. He's big mad because Devin has been making a lot of money on his own without even needing to sign to a promoter and become there and work for a promoter in these goddamn 360 deals. No. Devin Haney decided to work for himself. Look out for his own best interest. So now, Eddie Hearn wants him to pay for it. He is going to try to block Devin Haney from progressing. And, you know, it's plain for me to see that Eddie Hearn is not good for boxing. He's not good for boxing. He just needs, y'all need to stop fucking with this guy. Stop fucking with the Bob Arums and the Eddie Hearns and all that. Until it's time to fight. Then you say, all right, you want to promote this fight. Well, the network has to pay you out of their end. Because guess what? It's in the network's best interest to sell the fight too. So they're going to get the best people to promote the fight. And that's the bottom line to it. If the network wants to make money showing these fights, they're going to want to sell as many fights as possible. You know what I'm saying? And right now, Liam Parro has to consider, what's the biggest fight for him at 140? What's the biggest fight for him? A defense against Puello, Sandor Martin, a unification against Tio. You know what I'm saying? What a unification against Tio Fimo is not going to be bigger than a potential unification against Devin Haney. Devin Haney, for anyone at 140, Devin Haney is the biggest fight. And in all forms and fashions. Not because he's such a beloved boxer. No, because he's one of the most hated boxers. The most hated boxers sell the most, right? The only person that Devin Haney is not going to sell more than in and around that division is Tank Davis. Because Tank Davis has a lot of infatuated male fans. And that's just, you know, and that's another spectrum of it, right? He has a lot of, a lot of male fans that adore the shit out of him. So, you know, that's not, So you got Tank Davis and then Devin Haney. Those are the two biggest fights for anybody at 135 or 140. But Eddie Hearn would have you believe that $4 million is a price out. That he should just take $1 million and shut the fuck up. Well, according to Eddie Hearn and others, he offered Brian Norman more than $1 million to fight Boots. And you trying to tell me that Devin shouldn't get $4 if they offered Brian Norman 1.7? Man, anyway, I'm out of here, man. I just thought I'd give my 2 cents on that. Eddie Hearn is trash, y'all. And I know y'all understand that, and boxers need to understand that. Boxers need to look into becoming more self-sufficient and cut out these middlemen when they're showing y'all they're not doing anything for you. They don't even promote you like that. They don't even promote you like they should. So why even fuck with them? No, I think y'all should go ahead and cut out the middlemen. But, you know, y'all are grown. Y'all gonna do what you want. Anyway, I'm gonna get out of here. Y'all keep marching forward toward freedom. Peace.